Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mainstage Comedy and Music Club.
Pay attention to this shit. And now, what did George Bush say recently? He's going to remainder of his term is going to be concentrating on domestic affairs. Shit, that means another war of the South. And they have a better chance because they don't know the other one was over. You ever been in the South, sir? You ever been in the South, sir? What were you doing in the South? Business. Could you be a little bit more vague? Like, we know the people here from Canada are down here selling a couple of kilos.
I was selling a couple of kilos.
Did you ever smoke grass?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get dog shit in your lips?
No.
Oh, that's my kind of woman, breathing. There's things I could do to her that she wouldn't even notice. Things I could do to her that she wouldn't even notice. I use my arms a lot because my back is stiff.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Never say, I'm sorry. I don't, and that's why I'm always fighting with my fucking wife. Because that's the first thing you should do when you get married, is realize that everything that happens is your fault. And say, I'm sorry. Those two things will keep you married. When you get married, you have to do things you wouldn't believe. Are you married, sir?
Yeah.
What was the most embarrassing thing when you first got married? Buying a feminine hygiene product, am I right?
Yeah.
Yep, we don't know anything about them. We watch TV, we know they have wings. Do they have landing gear?
Yeah.
You go in there and you ask the woman, where are the tampons? She said, what size? And I thought, 6EE. You equate that to a shoe size, you put those two things together, and it's a funny fucking joke. Think about it, son. So anyway, she said the end of aisle 8, so I came back with cotton balls and string. She said, I thought you wanted tampons. I said, I do, but I sent my wife to the store for cigarettes. She came back with a tin of tobacco and rolling paper and told me it was cheaper. I spent the next 2 weeks gluing cotton balls and string to a popsicle stick and saying, I'm sorry, and it's my fault. That's an example of what I mean when you have children. And then we have 5 children. 5. Can you believe that? The youngest one is 21. The next one is 14 years older. I was surprised when the last one came along because I hadn't been home for a year. And the very first thing she wants to do is have him circumcised. And I told her, you will not circumcise my baby boy. I was circumcised when I was born, and I couldn't walk for a year. I could hardly talk about it for 2 years. I said, give me one good reason for circumcising my baby boy. And a woman actually said to me, it'll make his penis look better. Like it's a fashion statement. I am 64 years old. I have never had a woman walk up to me and say, Jay, meet Bob. That's a nice looking dick. It's not like Jim's with his skin hanging down, put lipstick on. Dress it up, dress it up. They just want to cut that off if they can. You know about Leona Bobbitt, son? The woman said that she cut it off and she didn't even know it. I guarantee you he did. Said she drove 2 miles, didn't even know she had it in her hand. I have never met a woman who didn't know the minute I tried to put it in her hand. I'll go so far as to say, you find me a woman who will drive 2 miles with my tillywhacker in her hand, I'll gladly run beside the car.